Hello everyone, I was just pulling this motor out of our Project Car 182. My name is John Nowacki, I'm the Chief of Police of Rolling Meadows, and thanks for tuning on in. Today we have a special guest, Officer Jason Everett. Officer Everett, why don't you come on up here?
All right.
Like I said, this is Car Project 182. This is a way for us to bridge the past with the present, to honor the men and women of this police department that helped build the Rolling Meadows Police Department. It's also here to help increase our outreach efforts with the public. And like I said, this project would not have been possible without Jason Everett. So Jason, why don't you tell me a little bit about how you came up with this idea that we needed to really have a 1964 Pontiac Catalina and make it like it was in 1964 patrolling the streets of Rolling Meadows.
Sure. Well, as you know, we have a block party that we do every year, and a big part of our block party is we have first responder vehicle show. So as a result, we go to other people's first responder vehicle shows because they came to ours and kind of reciprocate. And for a long time, we had a silver Ford Explorer that was a low-res graphic, and we're the only people who had it. So it was very unique. We would be at the shows. So we were at the Westmont show, and unfortunately, there were 3 or 4 of those all in a row. So I kind of started walking around and figure out, is there another thing we could do or anything cool? And they had a section of old squad cars from different departments. And talking to those guys, almost all of them are either owned by retired officers or they come from some other place, but very few are actually owned by the police department so that the old squad stays with it. So seeing that could be cool and a good community outreach and everything else, I went back to a retired officer who still works at the department, who was my FTO back in 1997, named Fred Dubbs. And Fred's kind of the police historian for us. So all I did was I talked to Fred and I said, hey, did we ever do anything cool with a squad car during the 1955 till now? And he said, well, immediately, because it's Fred, he said, well, in the 60s we did Pontiac Catalinas, which for our area was super unique. And actually, if you research this, it's actually pretty unique in general. Not many people went with this. A lot of people went Chevy, a lot of people went Ford. So then it just became a matter of finding a car that we can convert to a squad car. And a really nice gentleman in Rogersville, Missouri had one, barn find, straight, everything original. And he loved the project so much, he took a lot off of it so we could make it affordable, and we're in the process.
And I was a little bit concerned when Jason approached me with this, because when he says he wanted to try to find a 1964 Pontiac Catalina, a little bit of a car guy myself, I realized that the car most likely being almost 6 decades old, it's probably going to be all rusted out, and obviously the expense then would not be possible. So I was very
apprehensive.
Apprehensive would be a good word. I'm like, there is no way we're going to be able to find a car that old in good shape that's going to be reasonable for our project. So I was definitely, I didn't think he was going to pull this off. So I was definitely, before he went out, and he did a lot of research, found the vehicle in Missouri. And before he went out there, I was like, make sure you don't buy a rusted out car or a car with a lot of Bondo, because like I said, the cost of repairing that would be astronomical, it wouldn't be worth it. But like I said, lo and behold, when I know we got the motor out here, I said I just pulled this out a little while ago. When we actually picked up the car from Missouri, it's a full running condition, there is no rust on it, truly is a barn find. So it's an outstanding project car, and like I said, this car is going to be, when it's finished, look just like it was in 1964 patrolling the streets of Rolling Meadows. When Rolling Meadows was actually just basically a kid, 9 years old. Rolling Meadows was founded in 1955, and like I said, so this is going to be a great tribute to the men and women that helped build this police department. We hope you stay tuned. Like I said, we hope to do more of these series here as this project car progresses into a fully functional Rolling Meadows patrol car. Right now I got to rotate the tires. Like I said, they're not going to do them themselves, so I got to get back to work and turn some wrenches. So thanks for tuning on